Bam, we're live. Holy cow. I wonder if there really is a program out there that's where you lose calories like that. You burn calories like that. What's that comedian's name? Oh shit. People were just asking me if we're gonna have Darren Hunsucker on.
There he is.
That.
Darren
Holy
Hunsucker's here.
Shit.
They were just you just got a name
Holy
drop.
Shit.
Oh my gosh.
Hunsucker.
You know, I remember. I think it was.
I shouldn't bob my head when I do the Hunsucker. I should do.
No, you should
decide.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's
decide.
Careful. There might be kids listening.
Just to the
Or
side.
watching. Yeah, or watching. Yeah. Sevan, whatever happened to your bug book? You remember that?
Yeah. It's I wish I had a bug photo just to pull up.
Crazy loud.
Maybe I should revisit that.
I was gonna say, yeah, because I was I go into like Books A Million once a week trying to find it.
Books A Million. That's like some store in Cookville that only has like used books and shit. Every book is spoiled and shit in there.
No, that's
No. They're like a household name. You see them in all like the
what's the other
major
place?
There's Books A Million.
No, I'm thinking of
Goodwill. Yeah.
Goodwill.
Is it Barnes and Nobles though? Is the other like?
Yeah,
That's a bookstore. Right?
People still read books.
Yeah.
Like paperback books.
No.
DVDs. Do people do that anymore?
Yeah. How about that? Darren Hunsucker,
Sucker. It's German.
The winningest. Sorry. It's German.
It's German.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
He was just adjusting the camera. It's German. He the most winningest coach in all of CrossFit, and yet, people don't understand it. They don't.
I would say that's a proclaimed title.
It's true.
I don't know. I just proclaimed it by writing it there. So you're good.
It's true.
it's official now.
You and Rich are related, and Angelo is not. Meaning, like somewhere in your family, people.
I was gonna say,
and Angelo's family is not.
Angelo. I would say down
in the biblical sense.
Yeah, I would say biblical sense.
He's our brother.
Yeah.
Yep.
We haven't.
But no one, like someone in you guys have like a dude in one of your families and a girl in one of your families did it.
Our moms, our sisters.
Moms. Yeah.
Okay, so so their parent. Okay, and then but not Angelo. You'd have to go back like
not Angelo.
Yeah, we
didn't go. Yeah, I would say DiCicco, Froning, and a Hunsucker.
We're all German, right?
Yeah.
Froning's very German. Where's DiCicco?
Yeah,
Italian.
Oh,
it's pizza.
Yep.
Darren, how many people have been? We had Nick Palladino on yesterday. Oh, by the way, this is Matt Souza.
Bless your heart.
Matt Souza, Darren Hunsucker.
How you doing?
What's up, Darren?
Try not to, if you want to say something to him, say he works for me. Talk to me, and then I'll ask him. It's kind of weird, but you'll get used to it.
Don't refer to me directly at any time.
Yeah.
Don't look him in the eyes.
I won't even look at the.
He'll lash me after this.
Lash me.
Palladino said that he didn't say it. I extrapolated from it that basically he was telling me how impressed he was with Haley because she's surviving the Mayhem Empire experience. And that after 2 years he got broken. How many people have you seen get broken
physically or mentally?
Yeah, all of the above. All of the first, no, okay, but hold on to that thought. I want to say something real quick.
I told you 4 years is what.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's about the average lifespan.
Like being in the it's longer than being in the NFL.
Yeah.
By 1 year.
Yeah, but there's no pension.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was say if you make it
and no brain damage though. No brain damage either.
Handstand push-ups. Yeah.
Emotional count as brain damage.
I was gonna say if it's
Can anyone sign up for the? Tell me about Mayhem's programming. I want to do just one serious thing before we just fucking get off fall off the rails here. Yeah.
Yep. Mayhem athlete.
And where do people go? So like I could sign up for that. I could do there's a training program.
I'll send you a code, Sevan, if you want to do it.
You are not signed up.
If anybody else does it, use code Angelo for a discount.
Yeah.
Why would anyone do anything else?
I agree with that 100%.
Yeah, why would anyone do anything else? I've never heard. I mean, there's only one guy I can only think of one guy that ever didn't that left there disgruntled.
There's been several. They're pocket disgruntled, I would say.
Yeah. We'll probably hear about it 5 years later, but
if that.
Somebody
is going to write a memoir soon, and I'm sure it'll be just all of our
Our
dirty
leaks.
laundry. Yeah.
Rich always took his shit with the door open. Always. It was so uncool.
I knew it.
I do piss with the door open sometimes on accident. I just have it at the house, you know.
Yeah, who doesn't? Hey, is it okay to? I want to talk about this athlete thing, but now, is it okay to on the barn to just pee off the deck, or no? You got there's
If there's no females within eye shot, yes.
Yeah, kids do.
And females, yeah.
Kids do.
Trice will just piss wherever he
Yeah,
wants.
I would say
outside.
you got to keep your eyes on Trice because you'll see a pair of binoculars
walk
or him just come up and
walk
slap
underneath
you.
it.
Have you guys seen that video going around of that woman who's just like she's deadlifting and she's just full urinating in the gym? Have you guys seen that?
I'm not a big fan of women urinating while they're deadlifting. It's not really one of the videos that I like to pull up.
Did I seek out?
Yeah.
I've
I
seen
got
it
kids
before.
now.
I've
There
seen
should
it.
just
I
be a
haven't seen the
video,
I don't think
but
I've seen the video you're talking about.
I mean, she doesn't care, and it's not just like a little bit. It's not like the double under dribble. It's
Well, should we see it?
Some
I
people
don't
go to
know.
that place, I guess.
I'd rather
They
not.
did. Remember they did a video about this at the Central East region like
Yeah.
years ago.
Long time
Long
ago.
time
It was,
ago.
yeah, it was almost like a CrossFit kind of like pandemic.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they're like this is happening left and right, and it's like like breaking.
We don't know how to
news.
control it.
Yeah,
Wear your
like, there's
diaper for
warning
your friend.
signs.
the problem with this video is this lady's peeing on mats, and there's on the crack, and so the whole time my
So it's
OCD is
clean
just
the mats. Oh.
Yeah,
I don't think it's. I mean, I'm sure it wasn't voluntary.
Yeah, and it's not.
no, it
I
is.
don't. Yeah. No.
She doesn't
way.
care.
Yeah,
Bro.
but that doesn't mean she's not
Yeah, I
trying
would
to
say that.
hold it in.
Yeah, I
no,
mean,
but by voluntary, I mean she could have laid down a towel
I mean,
or
oh,
like
not
got
done
one
the
of those
other rep.
pet mats that you pee on, or like if I just peed everywhere when I worked out, I wouldn't stand over the crack.
I got you.
maybe
Like
it's
when your
like a
dog
rush.
vomits in the house and like they 2 feet over they could have vomited on the hardwood floor,
Oh,
but they
that's
fucking
Skipper,
vomit
yeah.
on your carpet.
hey.
You're like, you fucking idiot.
Some people just want to watch the world burn. You know.
Yeah, so it sounds like my mom. She yell at me.
Is that
for
how she talks to you, Darren? You could have thrown up anywhere, but right on the effing mat. That's good.
That's
yeah,
not
that's
her.
Gipper. Gipper does that. Gipper, our golden doodle. He will. The door is right here, and there's our only piece of rug in our entire house, and he throws up right on that.
What? Why?
Ask him.
I'm asking
Yeah,
Gipper that a
ask
lot.
him.
His entire
Well,
life, I've asked
Yeah.
him.
I yell at
He-
my dog constantly, and he just looks at me.
What about the diarrhea story? Gipper's diarrhea story?
Which one was that?
When you like at the old house?
That was Gilligan.
Oh, that was
All
Gilligan.
the wall,
Oh,
everything.
yeah.
Our
Oh,
lab.
yeah, we
He
had
had
that
some bad
once.
food and just splattered it on the
Because
wall.
you guys were gone, right?
No, we were there.
Oh,
I woke up and the worst smell on the planet. It was just dog shit.
What
Yeah.
time did you wake up?
That time? Or
Yeah.
today?
No, that time.
That was
it
like
you
2
woke up?
a.m. 2
Oh,
a.m. And you're just in and this was before kids, so you're not in any type of rhythm with now waking up at 2 a.m.
You're
is-
probably getting up to pee.
not then. My bladder was still enlarged at that point.
Oh, so your bladder's been damaged too, like this girl.
wasn't
that I'm
shriveled.
talking
Has
It
about.
wasn't
to have.
shriveled up, or it's now shriveled up.
My
Your
prostate
pelvic
wasn't
floor is
pushing on
fucked
it.
up, huh, Rich?
Yeah.
Your
I have to
pelvic
piss
floor?
like 3 times a night.
Yeah.
Man.
I say I just have rubber sheets now. I don't care.
Just
What about
You had
the
Darren had rubber sheets as like growing up. I remember that as a kid going to Darren's house.
Plastic.
Plastic sheets, you try to roll over and it's just crinkle, and you just can't sleep all night.
Like
That's
you're at- like
Darren's
you're at
house because they had
camp.
6 boys.
Yeah,
6 boys, so somebody was always pissing the bed.
And it was weird. Like we never figured out that we could exit our bed to go piss.
Ever.
For like
Why?
some reason, like we just we're like like why get up when we could just pee here and then just throw a towel down and then just lay on
Newspaper.
that for the rest of the night. Yeah.
Did you have
And then we
plastic
deal
on your
with-
couch too?
Should have.
For different reasons.
Should have. Kind of like the deadlift thing. I guess we just didn't really care.
A tarp.
I guess this all kind of pans back to that.
My babysitter had this couch at her house, and none of her kids or her family would sit on it because I was caught wiping my boogers on it like 10,000 times. They called it the booger couch.
Booger couch.
I ruined
Like
the
Booger
couch
Hall
in
of
my
Fame underneath one of the
babysitter's
pillows or
house.
something.
The booger couch. Oh my gosh, that's
What about
later?
what about this guy, Andrew Hiller? Just
Burning it down, just trying to burn everybody. I mean,
So I literally just heard about this guy. And
Really?
he's I guess he's just calling out athletes like
Yeah.
that's his thing.
he's just calling out.
He'll call it your mom, Darren. He don't care. No, he don't.
You've already
he don't
done
care.
that.
My mom will kill him.
No one's
She
safe.
will. I've
No
seen.
one's safe.
She's an animal.
Yeah, Darren's mom's not one you want to mess with. Anybody
Yeah.
that's raised 6 boys, you don't want to mess with.
Yeah.
So.
You gotta go watch his video about Rich. It's good.
Oh,
That one's clickbait. I just
It's-
got it this morning.
Well, you
so.
can't-
That's
Oh,
You
sorry.
can't-
Sorry. Dang it.
that's the one I didn't. So that was my introduction to him, and that's why I didn't like him, because he used footage of you to talk about shit that has nothing to do with you, and it was footage that I shot of you like in 2009 or 10.
That's
and that
the real thing. Not that it was footage of me, but it was your footage.
no,
That's
no,
yeah,
well,
that's
both,
it.
you
That's
lied.
it. It's-
both.
It's
No,
like,
no,
Rich, we need to get podcasts now.
no. That was the only thing I didn't like. Like choose someone else. Like choose someone else.
Yeah, you got to, I guess, whatever
Not-
works
not
for
my
people
homeboy.
to get views,
Choose-
you know?
Choose.
I mean, that's why you
choose
got Angelo
someone
on here,
else.
right?
Yes, exactly.
Angelo's stash. That's what it should be. Angelo's stash.
This hot chick DM'd me the other day. She's like old, like 5 years younger than me, and she DM'd me. She goes, "I really like having Angelo on. I don't know why." I'm like, fuck.
You know why?
I don't know. I wrote to her. I go, "I know why." She's like, "No, he's too young for me." I'm like, "Yeah."
That
He's only
French,
5 years
that
younger.
French
than you.
tickle, the Italian tickler on his mouth.
Yeah,
That was
right.
A little booger broomer.
So anyone can sign up. You just go there, and how does that work? Like if I'm just like I work out in my garage gym. How,
Oh, we'll
like how,
full back to. Oh yeah. Yes. Yeah. So we have all kinds of different programs. Anything from no equipment, limited equipment, 60 minutes, all that type of stuff is all the way
Everyday
up
Hero.
to Everyday Hero.
Everyday
Angelo
Hero.
runs
Yep.
an Everyday
Hashtag
Hero.
Angelo.
And then aerobic capacity, Coach B and Sage.
Bodybuilding.
Bodybuilding's on there now, so it's just kind of a one
Affiliate.
Affiliate. Darren runs the affiliate programming and does all the videos on
There's
that.
the-
And is
there's the
with
mini-
no shoes on. That's the one comment I get the most about. Put some damn shoes on. But
what
no,
do you mean
Darren-
affiliate programming? So if I run an affiliate, or if I have any gym anywhere in the world and I want programming for it,
Yep.
you guys sell it.
Yep,
You get to see me every day.
Darren programs it. He's
Do
been
it.
programming for Mayhem for what 10, 12 years
12.
now. So
Yeah.
he
And what
runs
does that
back and
look
forth.
like? Do you have like one of those sheets of paper, like, "Hey, here's the 60-minute class." When they
I
come
carry
in,
it with
say
me
hi.
everywhere
Don't
I go.
stare at the
Funny you
hot
ask.
chicks.
Yeah, funny you ask.
No.
McDonald's receipt, but
But he does video. There's videos and stuff on there. Like I said, we partner with Hinshaw as well with some aerobic capacity stuff. So it's kind of a one-stop shop.
Yeah.
We just wanted, one place for people to go to get all types of different programming, all different levels. And
Yeah,
like I
'cause
said,
let's
there's
see.
literally what we do, what I do every day, what we all do.
You got Bergener. You got Pamela.
Pamela
got-
runs gymnastics.
You got the Ready State.
yeah,
Ready
and
to stay
Shaw.
with K-Star.
You got aerobic capacity.
Basically,
with
you remember
Henshaw.
when they went through and just canned everybody at HQ when they were doing a really good job?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
We picked a lot of those people up.
We got
basically,
those cans and we recycled them.
into better cans.
Yeah, we formed more cans.
Did you guys turn off your Facebook and Instagram?
I don't have Instagram on my phone.
No, I mean just the Mayhem. The Mayhem.
Oh, the
you know,
Mayhem?
the Mayhem Empire. Did you guys turn it off? Like the things that CrossFit did. I was
Oh,
just
no,
kind
no.
of a reference.
I think we
It's
did the
just a
exact
dig.
opposite. I think our media department's
Big time.
grown the most
Yeah, I was
in
gonna say.
our entire business. So
Yeah,
Do you stress out, Rich, about all the people that are employed
yes, I
By-
start
by-
to get like I feel
by you
like,
and Hillary?
Just feel
it's grown a lot. Like
it's grown a lot,
fast.
and I feel
Yeah.
like I want to make
Yeah.
sure that they have somewhere, especially with the way economy is up and down and all that stuff. You just want to make sure people are taken care of. I think we talked about this on the last one. I feel like people that are loyal to me, I want to show some loyalty to, and also take care of people. So
It's hard. People
Hard.
don't get it at all. How many employees do you think there are at the Mayhem Empire?
full time, we have probably 12 to 15ish, and then coaches, and then people who work coffee shop and
Yeah,
shipping and stuff like that. They're probably 15 or so.
It's
15,
crazy.
Wow. It's like 37 total.
Do you have an HR department?
Yeah, me.
Darren.
No, I'm
Oh,
just kidding.
good.
Yeah. What do you need?
What's your
the
complaint?
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
it's probably in my pocket. Carry.
You know what's so funny is we didn't have an HR department forever at CrossFit, and
That's the
soon
best.
soon as you get one, the complaints just rolling in. They make the complaints.
Shocker.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
shocker.
crazy.
Yeah.
It is
We have emails.
crazy.
Yeah, I wouldn't say we don't have drama going on behind the scenes and all that type of stuff, but everybody's usually pretty good about, hey, let's figure this out face to face, and let's do that.
Hey, Rich, do you mind opening up the gate so I can get a quick workout at the barn?
Yeah, you know the code.
I really thought that was Brent on the last show, and someone had to slap me around.
We can still pretend.
I mean, it looks pretty legit.
I mean,
Yeah,
it
he's got a
is
picture and everything.
avatar and then his name.
Is there? I would say, but there's no blue check, right? Isn't that like the ultimate?
I don't think
indicator?
YouTube they do blue checks.
Oh,
right?
okay. Never mind. That was a
No.
YouTube.
We're on
comment.
the YouTubes
The
Ah,
Wild Wild West.
we are on the line.
on the line. Exchangeogram.
No, I won't ask him. Javok Vlak.
Can you ask Rich if he? Yep, still
Black.
doing intermittent fasting. 16
No.
off, 18 or 8 on.
That's what you do that every day, basically. That's your
Yep. Usually you start eating around noon and then stop eating at 8.
Rich. When I visited you, fucking 2,000 years ago, I would rarely see you eat. But no, that's not true. I would see you eat, but always so little amounts. You ate
Mhm.
regularly. You would have a glass of milk, a glass of chocolate milk. You'd go in the fridge and just have a couple spoonfuls of chicken salad. Was that your way for back then?
Yeah. I mean, I was 20. What was I? 23, 24 probably at that
Yeah.
point. I'm 35
Yeah.
now, so gotta be a little smarter.
Yeah.
You know, catches up with you over time. but-
Prostate and all.
prostate and all, enlarged prostate and all.
But small meals were really. How did you learn that small meals? Small bites, just keep.
I think it just kind of worked out that way. It was just kind of in between training, didn't want to be full. Just wanted to kind of keep moving. If I had too much on my stomach, I didn't want to do a ton. And I guess it just kind of worked.
Darren was before Rich got married, before Hillary was in the picture. Were there a ton of girls chasing Rich around?
Well, to tell you the truth, I wasn't down here then. So
No, we kidnapped Darren right as
Yeah.
me and Hillary started dating.
yeah,
Made him
exactly. I mean, I can imagine.
Yeah, me too. I can imagine too.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
About as many as Angelo, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
6.
Yeah.
Total.
5 years younger, 5 years older. Didn't matter.
Did you used to have? Did girls used to just chase you around all over, Rich? Were you just like fucking Cookville's like just perfect slab of meat?
I don't think so.
Slaying, as the kids say.
As the kids say. I don't know, Sevan. You'll have to ask some of the
Females around.
females
here.
around. Well, no,
Some-
don't do it, please.
Some
God.
of the
Hillary
local
will kill-
40-year-olds.
Hillary will
just-
kill
yeah.
everybody.
Let's just leave that. Let's just leave that alone.
Me
Let's
included.
move. Let's move
How
on.
old
Next
were?
question.
No,
Yeah.
hold on. We got
Just here so I don't get fined.
How old were you when you met Hillary?
I was 21 and a half-ish.
All right, and where did you meet her?
Getting my hair cut. She was getting her hair did at the same place. And then we talked and kind of hung out a little bit. And I had just gotten out of a longer relationship, she as well. And when she tried to ask me what we were, I said, stupidly, I do not like titles. And I still hear
Classic.
that today.
And
Don't
now,
recommend.
and now his career is winning titles.
Got him. Dang it.
So you met at the barbershop. You guys were each other's rebound.
Rebound.
Hydration
Yeah.
and stuff.
And after dating her a while, she said, "Hey, so what are we?" Like basically saying, "Are you guys going out or not?" And you're like, "I don't like
Nah, I don't
titles."
like titles. That won her over right there.
And she just lit you up.
Yep.
Yep, like the
And
4th
she's
of July.
And she's still lighting you up.
Still lighting me up. The best.
And you said you were just getting out of a long relationship.
Yep.
Like how long?
3.5-ish years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Too long.
I'm impressed. Well,
A year and a half.
I'm impressed.
3 years too long.
I'm impressed.
I don't know. I think it
I
was
learned what I
probably-
didn't need to do in a relationship, so I guess there's that.
Yeah. I think having long relationships is good. Because it's great. It's insane practice, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend anyone get married who's never been in a relationship before.
I agree with that.
And then
Thanks for the advice. I'm already married.
you got married when
A
you
little
were
too
12.
late.
Yeah.
Should have done this podcast 6
Hey.
years ago.
And Angelo's only like 23 and he's got married. He didn't take the advice. He's like, how old are you, Angelo?
I'm 22 right now.
Yeah, 20. And you're married already.
I'm not married.
Oh,
Long-term relationship.
Yeah.
But not married.
Yeah.
Oh,
Relationships like a mentor.
Long term, long distance, same. Well, now
Okay.
it's not,
Not
long
really
distance.
long
I'm just
distance
kidding.
anymore, but yeah.
She's already taken him away the week. We got 6 weeks out to quarterfinal or semifinals, barring this weekend.
This was
And
more
he's
of my
already
choice.
going on a cruise at this time. Like, you can't do that.
That was
Yeah.
I can take responsibility for that.
I
That
went
was
on a
mostly
cruise with my
choice.
parents. We didn't do stuff like that.
wait, Angelo, you're going on a cruise before the semifinals?
Yeah, for 4 days.
I'm just kidding. It's not that big a deal.
No, it's not.
It's not.
It's cruise.
Oh,
It's not.
It's Just like a little. Well, we're leaving the day after quarterfinals, so just a little reset, and then come back to train.
It doesn't irritate you at all, Rich?
No.
Like I would be working on a movie with
Probably
this dude.
5 years ago, I'd freak the F out, but I've loosened up.
Okay.
I feel like he really
People
wants
live
you to
well.
be mad.
I know. You know what
I
mad at
do.
him? Give me chew him out right here.
He's like sitting there. He's like, is no one else worried about this but me?
Those 4 days are really gonna matter.
Yeah.
Hey, be your own man.
Yeah.
You know.
Thanks, buddy.
Oh, that's a great. Do you know to be a man? Do you know the Be a Man Instagram account?
Yeah, oh yeah. Tyler,
Oh, yeah,
Tyler
I've seen those.
Christophel
Those are-
loves it.
Those are very inappropriate. I'm just kidding. They're hilarious.
They're awesome.
Probably a Disney cruise. Going out there with Woody and Buzz.
No, it's not a Disney cruise. They're too expensive. They're so much more expensive. It's ridiculous. And it's like, yeah, no. Maybe if I had kids, it would be more. It would be worth it, but it's not worth it.
Why are you going on a cruise? Where are you going to?
Just around the Bahamas. I've never been on a cruise.
It's
Oh.
not that great.
It's
sounds
not.
cool.
You're
It sounds
stuck
cool.
on a boat,
Well-
man, in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah.
But we went.
They were
with a
cool
short-
in 2019.
when you're stuck there for a month.
Pre-COVID, you're the problem.
Yeah, when you're cruised for 6 months.
It's going to be a super spreader, and you're going to bring COVID back here.
Scott was showing me a video Bill Burr did. It was like one of his stand-up. He was saying that he's like for his cleansing of the earth, he's just gonna start bombing
Oh, I did
all the
see that.
cruise
Yeah, yep.
ships. He's like, think about the people that go on cruises.
I
They're
saw
just the
that.
laziest people.
That's you.
Just
That's gonna be
try
you.
and bomb all those cruise ships.
Dude, they have a room there. They have like different buffets. I've only been on one, but the ship I was on, it had different buffets. It had like the free buffet and then one that's a little more expensive and then like the one that's a little more expensive. And if you go into that room where the free food is,
It's amazing.
Yeah.
We did go on one. We did that fitness cruise.
it looks like Cookville. It looks like Cookville. I mean,
it looks like
Cook
it is
Vegas.
it is
The hog
crazy.
trough.
Yes,
Looks
they're
like,
troughs. There's
Golden
literally
Corral.
humans
Yes,
eating
it's
out of
trough.
yes.
Golden Corral, the Shoney's breakfast buffet.
I will actually say too, like about cruises, that is like the one that I went on. It was so cool. One, being 13, be able to wake up, being able to wake up
And go get
and
food wherever you
like
want.
literally 2 a.m. Oh, I want pizza. Okay, I can walk right over here to this, to CCO's Pizza or whatever, and they could just have a little
Sounded like
slice
the
of
Chico, but
yeah,
in different.
exactly. Yeah.
Just CCOs.
Hey, if COVID breaks out on a cruise ship, they don't keep you on there for 4 months.
Oh yeah, what if
anymore,
you
right?
get? Oh, they don't. I was about to say, what if you get
Yeah.
stuck on there for like a month?
I don't think they do that anymore. I hope.
I don't think they do.
I
that.
don't think.
I don't think they do that thing anymore.
Yeah, I've been swimming.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
man.
love swimming.
Hey,
What's
are
also
people-
cool? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, well, I mean, for like people that are single, I mean, like if you like meet somebody on cruise, because when I was 13, I was just trying to attack
Perusing?
everybody out
Yeah.
there, but I was just prowling.
Mingling.
But no, it's like if you actually meet somebody like that day, but let's just say like they're not interested, you're stuck on there for 5 more days. So it's like, hey,
Awkward.
You have to avoid.
you
that.
will learn to love me. You got 5 more days where I'm going to purposely just keep running into you.
Keep seeing him on the deck, making eye contact, walking by.
Yeah, hey,
Mark,
yeah.
Mark says Wally was really about cruises. That's true.
Yeah. True.
Oh, wow. Hey,
Sweet.
would you do you have a room with that's like looks out at the ocean?
I have
Angelo?
no idea. I didn't book it.
What if you get one of those like bottom of the
No,
ship,
no. We
porthole,
we
no
look.
nothing?
Yeah.
I know. Max
Peasants.
looked up because she gets seasick. She looked up the one that like gets you the least seasick.
What if she gets seasick the whole time?
Dude, the last time she went on a cruise, she was seasick. The whole
Why
time.
did you book a cruise?
What's the
Rich
What's-
just left the chat.
hey yo? What's the stuff that you can take? What's the
Dramamine.
Dramamine?
there you go?
Yeah.
Or like motion sickness.
There's like
stuff.
there's like the
Yeah,
that's what
girls
Billings-
love getting
Billings
high on
got-
Dramamine and fucking. They love that. Get her all doped up on Dramamine. They love that shit.
That's what we gave Billings when he threw
Write
up in the
that
race
down.
car.
Dramamine.
Oh my goodness.
I
Hey,
don't
this is
get
what you
seasick.
want,
I don't-
Angelo.
I've never been seasick.
Yeah,
This
be
is
your
what
own
you
man.
want. You want a room with that has a small balcony that looks out over the water. It's not that expensive, and you don't want to be near the engines. And then you just stay. Like my wife and I went on a cruise, and we were just stayed in our room the entire fucking time naked. And you leave the door
See, I
open,
don't
and you just
think I
lay
don't think I
around.
necessarily want to do that.
Yeah, you do.
I mean, I
Trust
kinda
me.
wanna-
I'm telling you, there's a gym you'll go to a couple times. Kinda.
Can't you do that at
Kinda
home?
gym.
Like,
Just stay home.
I'm telling you,
guys,
there's
go to
nothing.
Your own
Yeah.
equipment with you?
thank God I get to take my clothes off here.
No,
I'm kidding.
kidding.
I'm kidding. I was about to say you can't take a
Hey.
dumbbell.
And then the cruise ship's gonna pull up to a port, and the thing's the ramp's gonna go right into a Starbucks. That's gonna go into a McDonald's. That's gonna go into a place to gamble.
Yeah.
No, he threw on his
locals.
his coat.
Words
His
of the
robe.
people.
Just a trench coat.
Yeah. Embrace me.
Do you guys ever do banana hammocks there? I never see you guys doing that, embracing that. It seems like it would be like there'd be like a banana No, not in Cookeville. Like you guys would have like a banana hammock April,
Party?
and like
No.
everyone who swims at Dad's Lake has to wear banana hammocks or something.
We pretty much stick to the normal jammers around here.
Yeah.
Hey, each their own, I
Call
guess.
us old fashioned, but shorts just kind of seem to be a little bit better. Yeah. They seem to appeal to them, to everybody.
Darren, you got to come on the show. Why? Because that way you'll throw everything off, and someone won't be able to ask one fucking serious question.
Hey, you
just
figured it out.
wreak
look at the
havoc
Google.
on there.
The Googles.
The Google works.
Banana.
Yeah.
hammock.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Nice
You guys
visual
take
there.
yourself way too seriously over there. You guys need a
Us?
banana hammock April. Yeah. Yes.
Oh.
Banana
I
can.
don't think that's what
I
it
would
is.
say we probably take ourselves the least serious of
Yeah.
all.
Yeah. We just happen to not wear banana hammocks.
Yeah.
I
It's not our
just,
style, you know?
I just don't understand what freedom is. I don't understand what freedom is.
Yeah, I guess.
And when you met Hillary, so when you started dating Hillary, did you know you were going to marry her right away? Did you know that was the last girl you were ever going to be with?
So when I told her that I didn't like titles, that she said, don't ever talk to me again. So the next day I did not text her at all.
It went well.
And about 10 o'clock the next day, why the hell haven't you texted me all day? That's when I knew.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're like, this
you
is
can
some high level.
You can fight, but then it's like, okay, it doesn't last long. Like a girl like that,
Yeah.
most of the time, the one you don't want to be with, that would piss her off for at least a
It's
week
like-
or so.
Yeah.
Think about that too. It's like that was when text messages, you couldn't tell if it
T9.
sent,
I was
if it got
T9.
like delivered, if they read it.
You know what? You can still do that if you would turn off the notification that a phone is that you've read a text. Darren's new to the iPhone crew.
Wow, Darren, you
I am
cannot
new.
You
leave
never
that on.
turn on the delivery
red-
notice
Yeah.
ever.
Hey, you know what happened,
Especially you,
Rich?
because
Sorry.
you-
Sorry.
sorry.
You know what happened is he was just going through setting up his phone really quick, and he just hit all the yeses.
That's
Yes,
exactly
yes,
it.
yes,
That
yes,
was
yes.
Turn that
just
off for
close
you.
my eyes. Yes. Accept
Never turn on the
No,
red
yeah,
deliver ever.
Never.
Yeah. Take my money, Steve Jobs. Let's
Rest
do
in
this.
peace.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Man, oh man. Hey, are you and Hillary good at fighting? Like some couples, like Haley and I are great at fighting. Like, and by that I mean, there's a necessity to fighting in the relationship. You have to have two good fighters, and like this would be a bad fighter. Like you don't ever call your wife a fat bitch. Like you ain't coming back from that. You're not coming back from
That
that.
is ever.
Like,
That is
hey,
textbook.
you gotta like
Right
say
there.
you gotta say stuff that like you can
Chapter
live
one.
to fight another day. Be like, hey, I'm tired of you yelling at me today. That's the
Yeah.
last time you get to yell at me. You got to like that.
You
the
fat
last,
bee.
the last, I'd say in the last 3 or 4 years, I've gotten way better. And this almost pisses her off more when I'm like, hey, we're not going to agree. So let's not talk about this, especially right now. Or
Oh, you
know,
sound like my dad. I
she
hate that,
gets
Rich.
so
Fuck
mad.
off.
She gets
Yeah,
so
that
mad at that.
pisses
But
me
there's
off.
no, but
Yeah,
there's
get to
no
the bottom of
point.
it, Yeah.
There's no point.
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna see my side, and I'm not gonna see your side. And so let's just agree to disagree. And
Yeah.
that really pisses her off.
Oh,
Jess
that
and
one,
I
like,
keep-
ooh, that pisses me off.
It's like Jess and I cannot apologize to each other. You know how like you like do like the
Oh,
silent
yeah.
thing, you like where you don't
Yeah.
talk, and it's like, all right, who's gonna be the one to say I'm sorry? And all of a sudden, like we'll both look at each other, and I'll be like, I'm sorry, and I will start laughing.
Yeah.
Like I cannot be serious
Yeah.
at
It's like
that
try
point.
say it like you mean it. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it is. I mean, because like you look at each other and like you're both wanting to say it, but she will never say it. And normally I don't say it, but I'm like, I'm sorry. And then it's just we're laughing and then
Yeah.
it's over.
Yeah. It usually gets to a point where you're like, "Yeah, I'm just sick of this," and then something gets said, or someone just makes a face.
It's like
and
the
you start
little,
laughing.
and that's the thing too, is it's like when you're both mad at each other, but you do the little eye contact, you look for a second to see like if they're looking
Yeah.
at you and you're like,
And then
are you
it-
still,
yeah.
yeah.
I got I guess it was about a month ago. I got a text from Hillary that said, "Hey, remind me when I see you next." It was like this afternoon when I see you, I need to apologize to you for something. I was like, "Hold on, this is a trap."
Yeah.
I immediately called her. Immediately. I said, "You can't." That's like the "Hey, we need to talk later" text.
Yeah,
It's
not right
the-
now. but
No,
yeah.
no, we're gonna talk. So I she had to apologize. I don't even remember
Yeah,
what it was
something
about anymore.
really important.
But I was like, "Wait a second, this is a trap."
Call me.
A couple times a year, I'll like walk into the kitchen or walk by her in the house, and I'll be look at her, and she'll look at me, and I'll be like, "Are we fighting?" She's like, no, why? I'm just wondering. Like, I can't remember.
Are we in trouble? Yeah, give it
I
the
can't
silent
remember.
treatment
Like,
or just
drop the
like,
gloves.
Yeah.
There's just an edge. Sometimes when you walk in,
Yeah,
there's just an
you
edge.
feel it.
And
Yeah.
you just, what did I do something?
Yeah, you just start thinking.
Yeah.
I love that.
Is
Are
she-
we fighting? Is this happening?
I say, is she here?
Sevan gets naked.
Yeah.
Nobody
Is
wants
she-
to fight a naked
Yeah.
person, you know?
Is
Hit
she?
the balcony.
I have a name for that person when you're not sure. Is she here? You know who she is?
What's her name?
You know who she is? She doesn't have a name. Her name's Aunt Flo. She got a name.
Careful.
Aunt Flo.
Aunt Flo. Is she here? I'm wondering if she's here. Yeah, I don't like that thing. I don't like that thing when
Walking around on
you want
eggshells.
well, you just don't. You want the fight to be over. You can't even remember
Yeah.
why you're fighting, and there's like this weird. I don't know how to describe it. There's like an energy there, and you're
But
just
you know
like, hey,
those
this,
fights that
this
there's
gotta go away.
there's no end.
Yeah.
It's just
No.
not, you're not gonna, so those are the ones that I just, like certain
just have to
things,
wait.
yes, I will fight about, not fight, but just voice my
Stand your
opinion.
ground, yeah, stand
But
your ground a
there's
little.
some things I'm not willing, there's not, the hill I'm not willing to die on. And I'm
Yeah.
like, all right, whatever,
Yeah.
let's just move on from this. And
It's always the ones that you can't do nothing
you
about
can't
it.
control,
Yeah,
you can't do anything
nothing
about it.
It's like, hey, it happened. We can't do nothing about it. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Pick your battles, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Pick your
I really
battles.
hope that my wife listens to this too.
Mine won't.
Do you guys was there ever? Did you ever go through a skinny dipping phase at Dad's giant pool lake? Was there ever skinny dipping phase?
I've never skinny dipped.
I would
in
love
Dad's
to see the
pond.
look on
Pond.
Senior's face to see somebody skinny dipping in that pond.
Couple
I
of
still
dudes
wanna
set
get-
out for swim.
I still want to get a giant inflatable rubber duck,
Yeah.
like giant one.
Yeah.
One night, inflate it in Dad's pond.
So the
when he-
head
when
is
he
like
wakes
the head
up,
is like
he
in
just
line
looks
like
up,
with
there's
his
a
room.
giant inflate. I don't know why that came
Yeah.
up, but that's what I want to do.
So it goes in the pond.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a huge inflatable rubber duck.
What
That
about a
Dad-
swan? I feel like I've
Oh,
seen those.
fine.
18
No, I'm
bucks right
talking
here.
Give me something.
the one they
Yeah.
had in Canada a couple years ago. It
Oh
was
yeah,
giant,
right. The
like,
Canada Day.
giant.
Yeah, we were
Oh,
ripping it
like a jumpy house size.
Yes, or yes, that big.
That-
How funny would
Wow.
that be? That like Dad wakes up and there's
You
the
see the
eyes just
eyes.
staring into his window. How good would that be? I don't know. How much is that?
Say it's $18.
This message
No.
is for Kevin Pettit.
I don't know if I believe.
No way.
I don't know if I believe that.
Chris, an inflatable penis
That's
is
clickbait.
probably a little much.
That's a clickbait. It looks as
Yeah.
big as a bridge. It's got its own
Yeah.
buoy.
How great would, how funny would, and if we could somehow put a camera in there so when he wakes
like-
up, he's like, what the?
It's
What's a
$18 for the replica of it.
You
Just
know,
the
nobody
bathtub size.
knows.
Nobody knows.
Yeah, I'd say the Instagram
The
post from
Instagram
him
post
would be unreal.
amazing.
Does he
the-
still do
The
Instagram?
print is $18.
Yeah.
Hold on here. Looks like we got a guest.
Oh,
Oh,
TDC. Are you coming to Cookville?
Yeah, I'm heading to the airport right now, buddy.
What are you doing in Cookville?
We're gonna have a little chat.
Oh, okay. A little surprise chat.
Why is Rich acting like he doesn't know?
Because he
gives me
texted me the other
anxiety.
day and said, hey, let's do a ruck on Thursday.
We literally just
No
had this
Friday.
conversation of that's the worst thing to tell somebody.
Yeah.
Is, hey, we're gonna have a little chat later.
Yeah.
We can have it
So you're not,
publicly to
you're
the
not
world.
gonna be
What is
able
it?
to ruck on Friday?
It depends. We got quarters this weekend, so it depends on if we do them in
What's
24 hours
that?
like last year. Huh?
I said, what's that?
I know, right?
What's that?
Well, according to floor layout number 2 or 3, we're running a marathon in 25-foot increments. So, did you program those before you
Alright.
left?
Counting optional.
yeah,
I'm
counting
gonna,
up.
Count by fives.
What time do you get moving in the morning on Friday? What time are you going to be
So I
doing
take
things?
Lakeland to school at 7, and then I'm usually here at the gym by 7:45.
Wow.
Okay, I'll hit you up. I'll hit you up in the next 48 and solidify.
Why don't you just call me when you get to
Where-
Cookville, and we can talk?
I will. I'll
I'm
hit
glad
you
we're
up
having
the
this
next
conversation
48. We'll
publicly.
solidify
He will
when and
send you
where.
the coordinates 10 minutes before. Yeah.
I am
Drop
not.
At an
so we are not-
undisclosed location.
Yeah, say be
Come
here
by
in
yourself.
five.
At this
No
point, we
cops.
are not rucking. I'm planning on that. Correct?
You want a turkey hunt?
That would be cool, but I'm only there for a few hours.
It's fine.
That'd be cool.
I know you're used
That'd
to
be
like
cool.
hunting humans, but
Yeah.
we can hunt turkeys while you're here.
I like to kill something like with some talons.
All right. Well, I'll touch base with you. I'm heading to the airport now. I got a few other places I'm going first, but I'll hit you up.
Very cryptic. All right. Love you. Bye.
All right. See ya.
I love
Is
how
it true?
every one of these that I've been on, Dave's been on for at least 35 or 40
Yeah.
seconds.
Yeah.
I chum the water. I chum
Yeah.
the water. I let him know. I just send a link and say Rich is on.
That's the only times I've talked to actually.
Yeah.
Rich is on. Look busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like the days of when I competed as an
Yeah.
individual, my anxiety level would just immediately rise. And now I'm like, nah.
I imagine he just has like a green screen set up where it just looks like he's driving. And it just like plays
just
everything.
Just
He's
to
like, I'm
piss
on my
everybody
way.
off.
Yeah.
That, is he FaceTiming while he's driving?
Yeah, yeah. I'm on my way to the airport. He's just like sitting at his desk, bobbing and weaving. Yeah, it's like the Rocky
Shifting
scene
gears.
where he's shifting like 20 times.
Yeah.
Are you guys up to something, Rich? You and Dave?
We talked about doing this. I know this hunting competition that Sig's putting on in June, but I mean the games is a month out, so I don't know if I can do that this year. For sure, next year I'll do it.
What about anything else? Are you guys up to anything else? Are you guys up to a?
I'll find out tomorrow, I guess.
Okay, so you don't know because I'm hearing a bunch of stuff.
Man, I want to know what everybody hears. Like I will say
mean,
it's
he's
really
been out of
nice not
Palo
to
Alto.
have- so I technically I still run my Instagram because most of the posts are my own, but I don't have the app on my phone, so I can't look it, and so I feel like I'm so out of the know. But it's really nice.
So nice, I bet.
It is really nice.
I would say that's lovely.
So he's been seen spending a lot of time with Bill Henniger. He's been seen spending a lot of time in Palo Alto. There's no reason for Dave to do those things.
What's
I don't
Palo
think
Alto? Why is who's in
that's
Palo
where
Hill
that's
Road,
where
baby.
it's.
Oop.
Say that again.
I'm
Susan?
sorry, Sevan. Who's your friend talking?
That's Matt Souza. Hold on, Darren. I'm
okay.
going to tell you what he's saying in 1 second.
Sevan,
Hold
can
on.
you
Yeah.
he relay what he just said?
Yeah.
I'm going to 1 second.
getting some
Matt, the
weird
boys want to
feedback.
know what you just said about
Yeah,
what's Palo Alto.
Sand Hill Road. It's where the billionaires spend all their money. The venture capitalists.
Okay.
The venture
I like
capitalists.
billionaires.
Yeah, I'll say.
You guys can hear him. You guys can hear him.
yeah.
Oh, he is real.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm getting some weird feedback in my ear.
That's where the huge Apple mothership is. That's where Netflix is. That's where Facebook is. That's where Amazon is. That's where everything is. It's just 17 miles up over the hill here. It's basically in between where Susan and I live.
They can look
And
down
there's
on you peasants.
Yes,
Yes,
exactly. It's why. So imagine this. There's I don't know how many homes are for sale, but let's say at the end of every year that area will give 10,000 people $1 million bonuses. And there'll only be 12,000 homes for sale, like in Northern California.
Don't get
So that's why
excited, man.
everything's
He's talking about reality.
No.
so that's why everything here is just jacked, right?
Gotcha.
All of a sudden, every January 1st, there's 10,000 people who just got $1 million who want to buy real estate.
So
I mean, it's
what you're
it's
telling me
chaos
is
here.
Dave's buying a couple $1 billion house in Palo Alto. Is that what you're
No, what I'm saying
Oh.
is that people saw that he got cut loose from CrossFit, and keeps going up there, and I keep seeing
just like at the cover of darkness, or like
there's no reason for that dude to
It's
go
just
up
in the
there.
bushes.
I imagine Dave
Yeah.
with like,
like-
have you guys watched Encanto with the Bruno? Like his outfit, he's got the little like he's just hiding in the bushes.
We
Waiting.
don't talk about Bruno.
We don't talk about Dave.
He
We
told
don't
me about a gym he went to the other day up there that was 250,000 square feet that had basically 2 Olympic-sized pools side by side. That's how
Ninjas
big-
training in the background, like in Wayne's World.
Yeah.
Just some rich dude's gym.
Those are cool if you're into those things.
What, rich dude's gyms?
Well, that too.
Hey, Rich, is your real name Richard?
Richard.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why Angelo always calls you Dick.
Dick. Yep.
Yeah.
It really throws Sevan off when Angelo calls me Dick on text messages.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Talk to
I
him.
don't like it. It makes me think of that Hiller
Sevan's
guy.
over
I
there, like,
lump
Googling.
Angelo
He's
and
like,
Hiller
Dick.
up together.
Yeah.
I'm one of 3. There's 3 of us. Trice is the 3rd. So,
Oh, right. Okay. I always forget that Trice is just the nickname.
yep, Trice is his nickname.
Is your dad ever get trip out that people don't call you Rich Froning Jr.? Does he like
No, I don't think so.
No.
I mean, I don't know. Might.
you would know by now. Yeah, Dave Castro's plan to recruit Rich Froning for the new CrossFit. I know there's something going on. I know something's
Are
going
you
on.
making a video about it, Andrew? Is that his-
CrossFit. It could be so
Sorry.
much better.
I'm on it.
It's already cut.
What are we gonna call it? New Fit? With the F capitalized?
Parallel fit.
Parallel fit? Nice.
Well,
Rich is
Yeah. There you go. Perpendicular.
well,
Rich,
technically-
we is Hillary still mad at me from our
Oh God.
I'm trying to
Hillary hangs on to stuff. I don't know. She hasn't mentioned it.
We.
lately.
Oh
I'll
god.
answer that. Yes, she is.
Oh, good.
Is she not talking to you either right now?
Yeah.
Kidding.
I don't know if she's not talking to me, but the last we had a conversation. It was around the Froning movie many years ago, and man, it was just like it was heated. And
She's
that was
ruthless, huh?
And that was the last time I talked to her. I don't know, she wasn't ruthless, but it was
but
like
she's
it was
a hard
contentious.
bargainer. She's a hard bargainer for sure.
It was contentious, and
she hasn't mentioned like today that she hates you.
It's weird because she says
It's
that
only-
every day to me.
Yeah,
It's only
she loves
11:40.
it. When Darren
Hey.
gets here, the first
Yeah.
thing she says is not, "Hey, Darren, how are you?" It's, "I hate you."
I hate you.
so what you're saying, I'm gonna read through the lines as, dude, she doesn't even think about you. Like, quit, get over yourself.
Yeah, I think that's
Okay,
what,
good.
Whatever makes you feel good.
Does she think about me?
Angelo, you should hear her talk to Angelo.
and
She might actually hate Angelo. No, I'm just
Yeah,
kidding. No,
and-
she loves Angelo, but you wouldn't know it by
You
the way
wouldn't
she
know
talks,
it.
the way
Yeah,
she
it's a
talks
love
to
hate.
Angelo.
you would know it.
How's Guy doing? He's
Awesome.
this guy. He's this
Second
guy with
place in the world and in the quarterfinals.
Dude, fit dude.
Crushed it.
Does he have chance to win the games this year, or does he still have too big of holes?
I tell him that, hey, what do you like? Because we had
No,
this
he's-
conversation.
He's filled in a lot of holes since
He's
came here
working
really
on a
well.
lot of holes. He'll work hard. The thing about Guy is he has home run potential on so many things
Yeah.
that if we can just get him not to, using baseball analogy, not to strike out on some things like he has in the past, and I feel like we're getting him. He's working
Yeah.
on it. And he's getting to that place. He has a mentality. We talked about it. I said, he said when he first got here, realistically, could you win the games in a couple years? And I said, realistically, you should be trying to win the games every year.
Yeah.
And there shouldn't. I hate when people put, "Oh, my goal is to win the games in 2020. I'm training for 2023." And you're like, "No,
Yeah.
you should be. If you're showing up, you should be trying to win the games. That should be your mentality. If that's not your mentality, then why are you doing it?" So,
Yeah, and I think it's the beauty of the sport is the workouts always change.
yeah.
Like like they could all line up.
But I think he did really well in quarters. Obviously, getting second and doing it the right way as well. He redid the pistol workout because he was the one that I wasn't here for that. I just left the kids. It was getting late. It was like 7:30 or so when they actually started that workout on Thursday night. So I left. And so he sent me the video and he said, "Hey, look at these pistols. What do you think?" And we went back and forth and he just went ahead and was like, "I'm going to redo it just because I don't feel like it's up to the standard." So, and if you watched it, that's the hard thing about pistols or any of these movements is sometimes camera angles throw stuff off and all that. Not trying to make excuses, but the fact that he was like, "No, I'm going to redo it,"
Black pants.
and did even better too. So it was good.
Yeah.
Can you pull up the leaderboard, the worldwide leaderboard, Matt? Darren, I'm going to ask you this question.
Talk to me.
You said the workouts are always changing,
Mhm.
but let's be totally fucking honest.
Okay.
When have the workouts ever mattered at the CrossFit Games to determine the winner?
Touche.
I can only think of
Yeah.
one time.
Yeah. I mean, that's the truth of it. But as far as like,
Yeah, but
top 10 and stuff,
Yeah, but I think
So
like
it doesn't
Rich
matter.
says-
You agree with me? You don't.
Yeah.
I thought you were
Yeah,
gonna slap me
As
around
long
for
as
that. I thought you were gonna
as
slap
long
me
as
around
it's
for
a
that.
well-balanced test,
Yeah,
then
yes.
no, they don't matter. But if
yeah,
they
I'll
are
say
heavily
the fittest
weighted,
will always win.
but unless they're heavily weighted one way, all power output, all
Yeah.
something like that.
But you also look at the one year, like with all the running, like the sprint events and like the cuts. There were people
Yeah.
that like had the potential that
Yeah,
had the
I think-
fitness.
I
to
think
be
the
in
middle
that.
of the leaderboard was shaken up, but I think the top 5
Yes,
are
exactly.
probably still going to be
The
the same.
fittest will always be
Always,
at the
yeah.
top.
If the programming is well enough rounded, like
And
you
it
can't
always has. It
Yeah,
almost
it
always
always
has
did,
been. Yeah.
That happens when you have 15 workouts
touche.
Yeah.
Yep.
with a good programmer. I'm asking, not.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
No,
that's true.
I would say
That's
that,
true.
yes.
And so here, this is like a place where we've seen Travis Mayer or who's the guy, Jason Hopper, do well, but they still stuck down it's kind of unfair to compare Jason to Travis. I didn't mean that as a dig on Travis, but there's people who are really good, but at the games they don't get up into the top 5. But here,
Yeah, I
like
don't
we know
know.
Justin's crazy well rounded, right?
Yeah.
Crazy. He's already proven it. But you got Guy up there a second, and it's still we're not sure, right? Because it's not 15 workouts.
And part of that too is like some people are. We've talked about this. We talk about this regularly. Some people are what I would call practice players and can do really well on online situations,
especially like when the elements are in your favor.
Or you can
inside,
control everything and how you're doing it. But a lot of people, or some people, just can't handle pressure of having other people push them and make them do things they don't want to do, or get outside of their plan.
I think,
can't compete under the pressure of just having a crowd.
I think in Guy's defense, obviously he did very well in quarterfinals. He's absolutely the opposite.
Yeah, he is a
talk
gamer,
about
but he did well in
snatch.
this. So
yeah. So I think
he loves the crowd. You know, like he's a guy that I feel like as long as
he feels off of it.
Yeah, as long as, like I said, as long as we can get him to, which I feel like he's getting to that place.
Yeah.
And, I mean, he works hard. So.
How about Scotty? You ever talk to Scott Panchik?
Oh yeah,
I know you
all the time.
guys are friends.
Crushing it. Yeah. Scott, talked to him a couple weeks ago, actually. Impressive with what he's doing. And
do you talk about his career? Do you support him in either way? Like, do you nudge him to keep going, or what? Do you guys talk about that?
Either way, he wants to do it. You know, I think we share kind of like we're in a similar. He's probably a couple years behind me, I guess, on have the number of kids and the age of kids, but he's getting to that point now, and that at some point it's weird that it switches. Obviously you're a little bit selfish in how you want to, go about things. And as soon as you have kids, everything that switches, I want to pour as much as I can into my kids. And, I do what I do to support them down the road. But that motivation to, just grind goes a little bit different, and you grind in a different way. That I don't know if that makes sense. Probably sounds stupid, but
no, it doesn't.
Now everything that I do, I'm like, all right, what can I do to kind of help set up my kids for the future and help with that?
When were you the least fit in the last since 2009? Which year between 2009 and 2021 were you the least fit, Rich?
I'd say 2017 or 18.
Is that because of some sort of injury? Did you have some
knee, when I jacked my knee up, I couldn't squat.
I was just talking with JJ about this. This was like one of the biggest reality checks for me. Remember we were playing baseball in your front yard, and it was Josh and Dan
just whimpering around.
So Rich was pitching, and it was the year of your bad knees, and Josh just came off of, I think, his knee.
He was about to have knee surgery.
So Josh literally couldn't run. Rich could barely run. Dan was sitting on the front porch because he was going through some type of rehab or something like that. But Josh hit the ball.
And couldn't beat the throw out to first or something.
Wouldn't even run to first base, but Rich walked and grabbed the ball. He walked and grabbed it and beat Josh to first base walking.
Watching a bunch of 90-year-old men play wiffle ball.
And Dan's just waving from the front porch because he's injured. And I'm like, these are the fittest human beings on earth. And we can't play a simple game of baseball. And I'm like, this is sad.
Come a long way since
yeah. But I just that image in my head just
and it was after a training day. Like, come on. Inflammation had set in, hadn't had our Medeiros yet.
Prostate was through the roof.
It was pretty bad. I remember that day exactly. I remember you talking I can picture it in my head.
I want to see that film. That's a great picture.
No, nobody wants to see
just
that film.
Hobbling, man. I thought we were at the nursing home. Like soup's on. Jeez.
Souza, will you pull up a couple? I'm gonna go pee for 30 seconds. Will you pull up a couple? I've been sitting in this chair for 4 hours. Will you pull up a couple questions, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna ask Angelo and Darren about Mr. Medeiros and the comparison between him, what you see in him, and if you see any comparisons in Rich. But don't answer that till I come back from a pee. Instead, answer this one. How about here? Here's a good question.
Do I take any pre-workout? Black coffee is pretty much my go-to every morning. And then on competition days, I do take Advocare has what's called biofuel. I take that. And then I have started taking a little bit of creatine just because I got down to 188 pounds by no fault of my own. I don't know what the hell happened, but looked at myself in the mirror and just with regret and shame.
Whittling away.
It's the lightest I've been in probably 8 years.
Like when Angelo called out Hobart and told him that he was small.
He was small.
He was small.
We were on a podcast. I'm like, Hobart, you look like if the wind blows, you're going to fly away. It's 160 pounds.
How did he take that?
I don't know. Actually,
really well.
Yeah, pretty well. But my audio counter was cutting out that night. It was bothering me. Dang it.
We should get a Whoop thing on me, so then that way every time Sevan leaves to go to the bathroom, you guys could see my
It's like
rocket.
back to Wayne's World.
Like-
it's like when Wayne leaves Garth and he
Dude.
just sits there. He's like, I'm okay.
How long's that pee?
That was a power pee.
Yeah, that was
It's just right out my door. It's 12 feet away.
You know, it's not healthy to push, right?
Yeah, I say you're pushing through your hips.
Never push. Never push.
Never push.
I don't push when I poop or nothing.
Gravity.
No pushing.
Do you use a squatty potty?
I used to when I used to work at HQ. I don't anymore. Now I just wait till I'm prairie dogging. I basically, if it's not, I treat it like I'm a 5-year-old. I have to be like prairie dog, and I'm like, well, it's touching my underwear. Time
like
to go.
Christ, huh?
It's touching my under. I'm sitting up out of my chair now.
Skid marks in there?
He's waiting.
No, but
Jennifer, the beard doesn't really have a set date. It's just really either Hillary will start complaining about it or I get annoyed with it. Really, that's it.
Angelo and Darren, what are we seeing in Justin Medeiros? What do you guys are we seeing? Is he the next guy? Is it Rich, Matt, and now this kid? This dude, is he doing it?
I mean, he is fit.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I'm not going to deny it. Like he's a one-hit wonder. But
he's not a one-hit wonder, is what you're saying.
Yeah. He's definitely not. He's definitely here to stay.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like everything this year has shown that whatever he did last year, he's continuing to do it, and it's working, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know enough about how he trains or how he eats or anything like that. So I can't really compare him to how.
And you always want to see, you know, like where their mental state really is with it. You know, I mean, like I always tell people, and I mean, I don't know how like Rich, you know, necessarily feels about it, but I always tell people it's like Rich would still train just as hard, even if the money wasn't really involved.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, yeah, of course, that's a motivating factor. It's huge, but you look at it from, you know, like being a natural, I mean, a competitor and somebody who's just motivated by the fame and also by the money. So, you know, I mean, that's
Rich's demons are real. He's got to keep fucking.
Yeah.
They got, as Eminem says, they got to keep doing jumping jacks in there.
Rich has real issues.
Real issues, yeah.
I do.
And Justin might just be shallow and chasing the money. It's yet we're yet to see. He might not have enough real demons.
From what I've seen out of Justin, I don't.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I
he
don't
actually
think that's it, but
looks like, you know, he is
good kid.
You know, like I said, here to stay for it and like in it for the long haul, not just, you know, one-stop shop.
And there's nothing wrong with, hey, if you want to chase the money, if that's what motivates you, that's what motivates you. There's nothing. I don't, you know, like people are like, oh, it's, you know, they don't do it for the right reason. Who gives it? Like, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do.
Yeah,
money helps a lot.
There's nothing wrong. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
There is nothing wrong with it. Just for people to pass judgment. He didn't. I made a post that my boys hadn't gone. I made a post with my boys in the shopping mall the other day. One of my boys is 7, and the other 2 are 5, and I was like, this is the first time my boys have been in a mall. And Justin's mom responded, Justin didn't go to a mall till he was 12. That was the first time.
Couldn't tell you the earliest time I went to a mall.
Yeah. And I'm wondering, I wonder if that's the correlate to making the fittest man in the world, because I suspected that about you too. I was like, I bet you Rich still hasn't been in a fucking mall.
No, we got our shoes at Payless. And
I was going to say, there was a Stephen Barry store by us that was $5 t-shirts.
Yeah, we used to go that a lot.
So,
yeah, no.
Is there a mall in Cookeville? There's not, right?
Yeah,
it's ironically called the mall.
It is. It just says Cookeville Mall, but there's like J.C. Penney in there,
and that's it.
There's
now doesn't count.
There's a church and a jump park. The kids go to the jump park there.
Wait, there's a church in your mall?
Yeah, it's some weird. It's
not really.
That's not a mall. That's not a mall.
The lease. Something. J.C. Penney did something with the lease of this building to where now they can't get rid of this building that is the mall. And so J.C. Penney is still there, right?
As long as J.C. Penney's there, the mall will still remain there.
Something like that. So there's a Planet Fitness there and all that kind of stuff now. So
but it's like, it's like
pizza and
you walk in there, it's like empty, and then there's a church over here, there's a J.C. Penney over here.
You need shopping and also get some worship.
Yeah.
And so I wonder, I wonder if that's you know, he's a good old boy from a small town. And his town is actually pretty rough. I don't know if he lived in the rough part, but where he's from, where Medeiros is from, is gnarly. It's rough. Oh, that's the Cookeville Mall right there.
Yeah, the blue.
I made a YouTube video. You guys could check it out after this.
Hey, so because you call it a mall,
that's
make it a
fun
mall.
one.
I'm sorry.
I can't wait to see the views on that.
Which the rest of Cookeville is like up and coming. That one slab of the city is just so. It just looks desolate.
It's just random.
People put their cars out there to sell.
Yeah, that's about all. it's good
Campers out
for.
there to sell.
There's
The
just a
JCPenney
JC
is nice.
himself.
I bought a few shirts from there.
I don't think I've been at
That's the only
JCPenney.
place I think we bought clothes as a kid. Mom had a JCPenney's like card that she paid off
Everybody
every
had
month
it,
or whatever,
yeah.
and she got points.
Points on it.
Yep, with goodies.
Goodies.
He seems I think he's here to stay.
Yeah, he is. He is.
I think like he's a real problem for anyone who wants to win the games. Like a rich Matt Tia problem.
How
Like
old is he too? He's young.
13.
20.
Yeah.
Just turned 23, I think.
I mean, have you guys ever seen him not smiling? Even when he
True.
roars as he crosses the finish line, he's smiling.
Yeah. Just wait until he gets married.
Right. Like just starts getting soft and shit. And like
Yeah.
the wheels come up, shit gets all complicated.
You
So he's
deadlift
got-
and he starts peeing and just everything's
Pee's
going
going
wrong.
right.
Has he ever trained out there at Mayhem?
He came out
One time.
last winter
Yeah, last
for a
year,
little
I
bit.
think it
We
was.
had a little like Mayhem athlete thing, and he came out and hung out. Good dude.
And how was it?
Good. Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of athletes here, so we just kind of hung out and worked out, and just
I don't click with him. Not in a bad way. It's not that there's no friction between us. I really like him, but
How about his internet connection?
oh, maybe that was it. Like there's just not like
buffering.
this isn't gonna sound right. But he seems very he's very young and I'm old. I'm 50
Yeah, that's,
and
the way
it's like
that's sometimes like Guy with Instagram and
Yeah.
all these videos and they get
TikTok.
videoing everything he does,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Here, let's do this." Nah, dude, I'm good. He's awesome.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
fun to be around and good energy for sure. So I don't know Justin enough to say that. Like Guy,
like I click more with Justin's dad than I do Justin.
right? 'cause
You
you're the
know
same
what I
age
mean?
as
Like
dad. It's like my
yeah.
dad,
Right.
but we still click too. So
We do still click. Yeah, there's
we're
a flow
almost-
to it.
we're not nearly
Yeah.
the age gap. Like Angela, what did you say yesterday about Lakeland?
I met Rich when I was closer. So I was closer to Lakeland's age now than my own age right now. So I was 12 when we met. Lakeland's 7.
Mhm.
I'm 22 now. So,
That's so wild.
it's crazy to think
Yeah.
that I was closer to Lakeland's age than my own age right now when I met you. And
How old were you? Met Rich when you were 12, Angelo?
I was 12, yeah.
22, 23, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So 10. It was about 10 and a half years ago right now.
Hey, it's trippy how much Palladino's body has changed from sitting in front of a fucking computer. I mean, at least he's
These guys are.
That's what happens.
Darren plays video
Yeah,
games with
I-
Nick.
I say
every,
I actually do, and my wife loves it.
pretty
She couldn't be
regularly?
any more happier. Like when I'm downstairs screaming.
They're like, "Hey, why don't you guys?"
Where are we dropping, boys?
Dude, it's
Josh,
so funny.
Josh here that runs the affiliate Mayhem affiliate here, the head coach. He bought me one of the Call of Duties so I
Yeah.
could play with these guys, and I was like, "All right, I'll make it on there." What time do you guys play? 11 o'clock, 10
yeah,
o'clock.
in the middle of the night.
I was like,
9:30.
"No way am I doing that."
That's 11 o'clock is
I've not
also
once-
10 o'clock your time.
Yeah, I've not once played. I can't. One, I'm horrible at video
Yeah,
games.
no,
The
but
last
I
video
mean-
game I played and was any decent at was Sonic the Hedgehog.
I love Sonic.
I mean,
Just watched
Nick
it
is
last night,
good.
actually.
None of us are good, but it's almost like a podcast, like while like playing, like video games.
Yeah,
You're
'cause
on
he's-
there like
'cause he's
just talking.
live.
Yeah,
'Cause
I mean,
Nick's
you're
live.
you're on there like just talking. You're BSing. I mean, yeah, you're getting your ass whooped the whole time. And
Yeah.
You're getting yelled at by Nick the whole time, which is hard enough.
because Nick's really good.
He is good. He is good.
That's what I've always told people. I go, he is good.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're still close with him, right, Angelo?
He'll definitely tell
Yeah,
you
we
that
text.
he's good.
I would say we text a couple times a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He sounds like he misses CrossFit.
He
I'm
does.
Sure, yeah.
Well, and I mean,
community.
And he
Yeah.
does a little bit of work.
well,
now,
and like
now,
also
right?
think about it from it's like, I mean, he sits in front of a computer all day rather than being by people like all
Yeah.
day. I mean, like, how can you not miss that?
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
it's like, geez. But-
Lodi is not rough, Sevan. Ah, my friend. How about Stockton? Is Stockton rough?
Yeah, Stockton's rough.
What about this idea of poaching athletes? Is that completely absurd? Like athletes can go wherever they want. Is there something like
Poaching or coaching?
Yeah.
did you say?
poaching
Oh.
athletes? Like if you were to
Sounds riveting.
I don't know.
Sounds
If you were to invite
Take an athlete from a different camp.
I would say,
basically.
I mean, like
invite
recruit 'em
Justin
over.
Medeiros out to your place in order to
It's like
take him
transfer
away from
portal.
Adam Neefer.
I don't really. I mean, that's completely up to that person. I think
The
it's
athlete.
I don't.
Right.
Yeah,
I don't know if there's much
any
poaching
coach
that
or
goes
any.
on.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
is, but
You think?
I don't think anybody owns. I mean, the athlete should wherever they want to go. I don't think.
Do they have it like with? I mean, I've been so out of the loop too. Like, do athletes sign a contract like with coaches?
Some
Like,
people-
hey,
I
you
don't
got to
know.
be
Do
with
they?
me for X amount, or I
I
didn't
don't
know.
know.
I think it just depends on the.
Yeah.
I guess.
You've heard of some sort of contract like that, Rich, where like someone goes to Camp Y and it's like, hey, you have to stay here for a year, and if you are here, you're not allowed to say anything that you see or hear, blah blah.
I have heard of that. I don't know if
Really?
I've
You
ever heard
have.
that they can't say or hear or anything, but
Yeah.
Do you guys
don't
have
tell
anything
her
like
what.
that? Like, do you guys have a
non-disclosure.
contract with Guy?
We like if to be part of Mayhem Athlete and like you get like Angelo has a code, like he said, and he gets a percentage, like some way that they can kind of make something, but some type of, I guess, incentive to stay around. I don't think we.
Yeah,
like,
but it's not like
I don't mean
sign
like
it
that.
like-
I mean like a contract, like
We do
Like
the
an
Yellowstone
like if
brand.
you test positive, for steroids, you get out. Or if you sleep with someone else's wife, you're out. Or once
I
you're
feel like
here,
those are just like unwritten.
those are kind of givens.
I think
If
find it on
you
your own.
steal somebody's dog, you're out.
Yeah.
It's like
it must be hard for people. We'll use just the biggest one I can think of right now. Mal O'Brien went from training with Easy Muhammad to James Townsend to Matt Fraser. And that's, I'm guessing, I mean, I haven't spoken to Elijah or James Townsend or Matt about it or Mallory about it, but I have to guess it's like, holy shit, that's got to be hard to see your athlete move. Have you experienced that where one of your athletes goes to another camp and it hurts like almost
yeah, I mean,
fatherly?
it definitely hurts because you've developed a relationship and friendship. I have with people, and I guess it would hurt a little bit, but it's also at some point we've talked. I joke about 4 years is about the lifespan, or is about as much as somebody wants to either train or be around here, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't know why it has to be, usually some big blow up, or, there's a reason why they left, or people even try to turn it or make an excuse why they left, where, hey, it's just after a certain amount of time, maybe you've learned as much as you can from that person, or they've only taken you so far. I think that's part of growth.
To like better yourself, or
I don't think there's anything wrong with expanding your horizons and letting somebody kind of, be happy. You don't own them.
Yeah.
And,
Right. Jennifer Atlet says, what do you guys think of Matt Fraser poaching Mal O'Brien? Like, I was asking that. I'm thinking that's what she's saying. I'm actually not saying that. I also struggle with the idea of poaching an athlete. Like, if that's even a real concept, because the athlete's allowed to do what they want. And if someone thinks that they could get better training at Mayhem, then they should come to Mayhem. If someone thinks they can get better training, going up to Adam Neefer and training with Justin. I wonder how Justin would respond to that.
It might not even be fitness, it might be just the culture and the
environment.
People just
people
fit in different places.
They
People
also
have different personalities. Some people like a lot of people. Some people don't want a lot of people around.
Yeah.
I
mean, they were talking about this like with college athletes now in the whole transfer portal. Like with college sports, they talked about. I'll just use Kenneth Walker as a example. Guy was at where was he at? He was with Sam Hartman. Why can't I think of the college? Anywho, transferred to Michigan State. He was a small time running back there, transferred to Michigan State and was a Heisman a Heisman candidate.
Yeah.
And it's like sometimes, like Rich said, the culture, the atmosphere, people need to change can really unlock some of their potential. Sometimes it does work out for the better, sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, I don't see the issue with it either. We just
do you guys know anyone who's died of fentanyl overdose?
Angelo probably seen a bunch.
I've seen it. I've seen it happen. I don't know any.
Do you know any, Rich? Anyone?
No.
No one in the family? No.
Nobody in our family.
I can think of.
It's amazing. I was talking with someone the other day that, I live in a pretty gnarly area and I've grown up in this area in California my whole life, where we've had, like the cities on either side of me have had massive shootings and killings. We've gone through my age, we've gone through the AIDS pandemic. There's, all these people with cancer, and like none of this stuff ever seems to come close to me. But now I know one person who died of fentanyl overdose, and I know two people who are 1 degree of separation away from me who've died, and it's just tripping me out.
Yeah. Yeah. Fentanyl's not a good deal.
And none of those people were doing fentanyl. You know what I mean? Like I think 2 of them were doing heroin and one of them was doing something else, and then somehow fentanyl got in their shit and they died.
That's usually how that's usually how it goes.
Why do you know about that, Angelo? Why would you cut some, like, why not cut, if you're going to sell cocaine, why not cut it with something free, like baby powder?
I have no clue. I don't know anything. Yeah, I mean, that's always the story is, hey, we were going to do some heroin or whatever, and then, this is happening, and then we see this guy like dying. So it's usually fentanyl. I don't know if it's cheaper and easier to get. Like, I don't know what it is, but yeah, that's almost always what stuff is laced with. It's always laced with fentanyl for some reason.
Yeah, that is the story. I mean, that's some of the stories coming out of the media, that it's China's way of attacking the United States, that they've basically put fentanyl, just lowered the price and just stuck it in everything to kill people. I don't know if it's true.
Yeah.
Angelo, you're a firefighter?
Yeah.
And have you gone to an event where someone's OD'd and you got to take, like in the movies, like you see, like, I don't know, one of the movies, but they take the needle and you jam it in the guy's leg and bring him back to life? Narcan or whatever?
They do. We do a lot of Narcan, so like that's more of up the nose or in an IV. But yeah, that happens. I think one happened today.
Were you at work already today?
No. But I can see what they go. I can
He's
see what kind of
tapering
works.
from work.
Yeah,
to get ready for quarterfinals.
I can see what kind of calls they go on at work.
Are you really tapering? Is that Rich tells himself so he doesn't fucking mash your face?
I think I'd consider us tapering.
I think I am.
We swam this morning.
Yeah.
Isaiah Dorn, Morning Chalk Up headline: DiCicco and Froning speak on the efficacy of fentanyl while on a fringe CrossFit podcast, while Darren Hunsucker nods off because of a heroin overdose on the side.
Typical.
I had a couple housemates in college that were fucking big into heroin. The nodding off shit is fucking hilarious. I mean, it's funny as it can be to see someone doing too much heroin.
Should do that at the fire department. People just nod off.
Yeah.
What'd you say at the fire? Well, that's because they had too many donuts.
Yeah.
Because that can also happen if you have too many donuts.
Yeah.
It's the same effect.
Yeah. Roll them over on their side so they don't throw up and choke.
Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, Narcan usually doesn't work on a donut.
Did you guys have that feedback in here?
No.
They got the good headphones.
Just kidding.
Anyone ever caught hooking up in the barn who shouldn't be hooking up?
No.
Like
I don't know if Angelo might have and just isn't telling us.
I love how he looks like he's reading this from a paper, like he wrote this down.
I did. Anyone ever caught barn hooking up?
He does have
He sent them the other day.
Yeah.
He's like, I just saw about this last night.
Yeah.
Has anybody ever been caught besides Gipper and Gilligan? I don't know.
Oh, the dogs fucked in the barn?
They might have.
Oh.
Might have a neighborhood dog come over while we're in
in
bed. Gipper stays outside pretty late.
It's a brothel in there for them.
You ever seen dogs get stuck together and like the dude's like got his dick still in and he's like turned this way and you're like, you ever seen that?
Yeah, dogs
when they're breeding.
Yeah.
I've heard of. I've never.
You have to pour water on them or whatever.
Yeah. I usually
It's brutal.
delete my Google search.
No one's penis should turn sideways like that. No one's. It's horrible. Well, there was a married couple. Well, there was a dude who was. Actually, I don't think he was married. He's probably had a girlfriend who would hook up with this married woman at HQ, and they were caught in the gym a few times. Like people just walk in there and turn the lights on, and they're in the middle.
On the jiu-jitsu mats.
Before they had HR.
6 o'clock class, sign in.
In all fairness, it was.
Oh, you guys were early warming up.
All right, grab a PVC pipe and an ab mat. we're gonna roll out.
Get the bands out.
Oh, hey, Ramwad.
Yeah.
Can I join?
Yeah. Oh, big fan.
Different vowel, Darren. Ramwad.
Ramwad.
I early on,
I'm reading with Darren.
Yeah.
made me think of a story. Early on, I don't know, 2008, 9. Haley and I were filming in a gym. Haley's my wife. We're filming in a gym in Atlanta, and we got to the gym like 15 minutes early, set up camera gear, and we walk up to the gym, and we look in, and there's this couple hooking up, and they see us, and they freak out, completely fucking freak out, and I'm like, oh, they're just embarrassed because they were making out in there.
Well, probably because your camera's pressed up against the glass.
Well, not just my camera.
On that note, I gotta go. You guys keep rolling. I'll be
Peace
back.
and love, Rich. Rich, thank you.
No.
And so we with like 10 minutes later, they were doing an open event there. And like 10 minutes later, we noticed that man had a wife and that woman had a husband and like they were with them. And I was like, now it makes sense. Now it makes sense.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Walking up like with your 20-inch camera lens.
Yeah, and he's like, all right,
yeah.
delete.
Yeah. All right, HQ's gonna love me. This is the new Froning film.
Darren, where do you live?
Michigan. So
Oh,
about 45 minutes north of Detroit.
Oh shit. Okay, so you're just visiting right now.
Yep. Yeah, literally, I just pulled in. I literally just got off the plane, not with Castro, but yeah, like an hour ago, like an hour and a half ago.
Do you live a similar lifestyle, like out in like a field, like Rich?
Yeah, so I actually grew up, I mean, like in the country, and you know, just on, I mean, about 8 acres, pond and stuff. I mean, you know, I went to a super small town. I mean, you know, graduating class of 100 kids and stuff. So, yeah.
But now, are you still in that environment?
Yeah. So we moved back, basically right where, we started. We're probably about 10 minutes away from like where I actually grew up.
What's the town name?
It's called Dryden.
Dryden. Can I see that, Souza? Dryden, Driden.
Yeah. Dryden, Michigan.
We
got a bar and a gas station.
It's a what? A Walmart and a gas station?
A bar and a gas station.
Oh,
pretty much a Walmart.
All the essentials.
Everything you need.
Yeah, so you get the same effect.
Yeah.
Do you have any desire to get completely off the grid? And do you guys see any signs of Rich doing that? Like solar generators, wells, like just
No, Rich loves having people around. Like if I don't
mean the people, but I just mean off the grid of
like media and stuff like that. Or
No. Independent.
Gotcha.
Independent, like have his own water, have his own generation of power, so he can pull water out of the ground.
Have you seen how often that they get Chick-fil-A?
No. Is there a Chick-fil-A in Cookeville?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there is a Chick-fil-A in Cookeville.
Do you have any desire to do that? To get off the grid, to have a place that's like the homestead? No.
No. I like to spend money too. So.
Me too. Angelo, do you have any desire?
No.
Oh man.
Oh
fuck yeah. Oh my god.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Like,
but I probably live way more
around you, nobody near you, you know, don't
walk around butt naked.
Yeah.
I don't mind people being near me. I don't mind that. I just would like to have it so I have my own when they do the rolling blackouts in California, I'm good to go. I have my own chickens, I have a cow. You know what I mean? I have enough trees to like I just don't want to have to rely on the man at all.
Well, and I mean, like California, granted, you guys obviously, have it a lot worse than like we do as far as being around people. And I mean, you know, I was kind of sheltered to like where like I lived. It was very small town, like, you know, like when I moved to Cookeville, I thought it was like a big city. Yeah. And then come to find out around here, Cookeville's, you know, just an average town. Obviously.
Go to Trulia at Dryden and type in like $1 million. Let's see what you get for $1 million. And
actually, if you go, so literally 5 miles, so like north of Dryden, or sorry, west, holy cow, Darren, figure out like where you're at here. West of Dryden, there's a place called Medeiros, and it's like horse capital.
Like Ballerville.
Yeah, I would say it's like all the rich people who work in like Rochester, Oakland area and all that. They all have horse farms in Medeiros area. It's beautiful country. So if you're into horses and stuff, there you go.
How often do you come to Cookeville?
I try and get down here every 2 to 3 months, but hopefully I can make it where it starts becoming like a monthly thing.
I want you to answer this question completely honestly, and I'm staring at you. If you fucking twitch, I'll know you're lying.
Let me hike up my pants. All right.
You fucking twitch at all. When's the last time that you and Rich talked about him going individual?
Oh my God. Every time he does this.
So it was, there's always like the joke of, hey, you know, is this the year and stuff? You know, it's like, hey, because I mean, let's be honest, Rich seems to somehow get fitter and fitter in some way, shape, or form every single year, and he can still perform at like the highest level. So it's like, it's always in like the back of my mind, because people ask me this all the time. They're like, hey, is this his last year? No, Rich will compete until the day they put him in the casket. Okay, and I'm gonna bolt that thing shut so he doesn't try, you know, and like get out of it to actually like make compete. But I mean, I think it's like when they were having, like some stuff talked about like, with the team, maybe some people may not be able to like compete, and he may have to like do the workouts individually just in case. And it's like, holy cow, is this kind of like reality, and stuff. But yeah,
it's different to ask, is Rich going to go individual to Darren, his longest training partner ever? Do you and Rich talk about him ever going individual, or what?
No, because I know he doesn't want to go individual. Yeah, right, he doesn't. Right, he absolutely loves team. So I'm not going to ask him that question like when I know that he's that he's not going to do it.
Right. Just in small talk, after you guys like, throw down a few like chocolate milks or something, and you guys get fucking
toss back a few.
You guys get squirrely. You're looking at naked cows and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
You're staring off into the field. That cow's beautiful.
Hey, are you gonna go individual? Yeah. That cow's beautiful.
Where's that $1 million?
Hey, yeah, actually, wow, this is actually right next to us. This is the house that I wanted Rich to buy. They got a beautiful pond.
Yeah, they do.
And some huge barns.
Wow.
Yeah, right there. I think it's what, 1.3?
Yep.
Well, and like the housing market is through the roof. I mean, right now, it's insane.
10 years ago, this was a $300,000 house.
Yeah, exactly. This was a flip. But yeah.
Look at Christine. Thank you. We don't give a fuck what Rich wants. We don't care what he wants. We want Indie Rich one last time.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, like, seriously, I think it shows when open, and even like when he does like some of the workouts, it shows that he can still, like, if he wanted to go individual, he could still do some damage. He could still wreak havoc like on the leaderboard.
I remember there's these dudes and girls. I can remember, I don't know, 100 years ago when I was a kid, like couples would break up and they'd be like, they would tell their girlfriend, can we have sex just one more time? Or the girl would be like, can we just go out on one more date? No. No.
No to the date. Yes.
I'm done. But I hear you, Christine. I like the sentiment. I like the sentiment.
I've never heard that.
Never heard that? Well, that's because you're a country boy.
Are we the ones begging or here?
It goes both ways. It goes both ways.
I was gonna say.
I never broke up with a girl and was like, hey, can we fuck one more time? But I would hear dudes, like my friends would be like, yeah, I asked her if we could do it one more time, or like, oh, wow, what did she say? And sometimes you hear they do. Yeah. Like the girl will give them like one last like mercy fuck.
Lovely. This country's winning.
Classic.
Yes. Yeah, classic.
Why do you come out there? Why did you come out there?
Come out to or like
Cookville.
Move back?
Yeah, no. Why did you come to Cookville?
So when I graduated high school back in 2000.
No, I mean today.
Okay. Okay. Well, you don't care about that. Erase that.
Starting to get crazy on me.
But yeah, so yeah, I was here. I was here for the podcast.
No.
Yeah. No. But no, I was coming in to do some Mayhem athlete stuff, and also for the team quarterfinals.
Okay.
Yeah, so I can just watch and look at fit people.
Do you fly or do you drive?
I flew. I actually become a big fan of flying now. I mean, I used to drive it. I used to do the 10-hour drives, and F that. I'm done with that.
Oh, I'm impressed. But you have to fly into Nashville.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't stand flying. How old are you?
30. Geez, I almost said 30. Or I almost said 20 something. I'm 30.
Yeah. I like flying in my 30s. I hate flying now. Oh, I won't fly now. I'm done flying.
Why is that?
Unless Air Force One comes to my house, I'm not interested in dealing with. I hate
dealing with all the hustle.
Retards.
And
no, the retards. I don't want to deal with retards. Yeah. I don't want to deal with fucking idiots. I don't want to deal with people who can't manage do risk assessment. Just complete idiots. I don't want. I'm disgusted by humanity, even though I
doesn't want to wear the mask.
I don't want to wear a mask. I don't want to. I'm not doing any of that shit.
That's the reason.
I'm doing. Get out there with the sheeple and have some of their shit wipe off onto me. Pick up some of their bad habits.
You've been holding that in, huh?
No, it slips out every. Well, yeah, it slips out every show though.
Somebody asked me about flying.
Yeah.
I dare you.
Yeah.
I dare you.
Someone just sent me help me. One of the shows I was asking what DBE stands for, because that's Daniel Brand, and it's Daniel Brandon Energy, and BDE is Big Dick Energy.
Yeah. Wish I had that. Would like to see that one day.
It can come. It can come and go. You're still young. It comes and goes. It goes and
It goes. It goes. Yeah.
It comes and goes in waves.
It's more.
It comes and goes in waves. When you see someone like Angelo, who had such promise, or Nick Palladino, who had such promise, and then they get, I don't know, derailed, which is different than getting railed. Totally different than getting railed.
Let's just clarify.
Big Darren energy. Thank you, Travis.
Thank you.
What is that normal? Like, do you have words for him? Like, is it sad for you? Like,
I wouldn't really call Angelo derailing or deramming, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Okay, but
deloading. That's another one. I deload always.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
But I mean, for him, yeah, he went on a little bit of a hiatus from it just because, like, at such a young age, I never experienced that. I can only speak from the outside of it, but you see it all the time with high school stars or like people that are so good, like so young. They got the weight of the shoulders on because everybody puts so much on them of, hey,
the weight of the world on their shoulders, you mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. There we go. There we go.
No problem.
That's
deep. I take shorthand from Dryden and turn it into English. Go on.
That's beautiful stuff. I'm going to take that home. But yeah, they have, like all this promise. And then, like when they do get out of that small pond and they go into the big pond, like with all the bigger fish, you can really see the ones that can grab onto it, which is rare. It's so rare to see somebody, get on out of that and actually make that smooth, like transition. So Angelo, it may have took a couple years for him to make that, but now he's as fit as ever, which is just insane to me because I hate seeing that. I always like seeing somebody fall off.
Good.
Hey, yeah, Angelo, exactly. Were you just touching the gray patch?
No, I was just.
We're just touching the gray patch.
No, my headset's bothering me. My ears are hurt from my swim.
Yeah. Tell me about your gray patch. When did that show up and why?
I mean, as early as I can remember. I think it's just where my birthmark is on my head. I don't know if you can see it right there. Where my birthmark is on my head. Yeah. Or is it like over here? Everything's backwards. Yeah, there it is.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, my birthmark is right underneath it, and it grew out gray. That's about it.
So nothing bad happened. It wasn't like someone in your family died when you were 6, and then that thing just sprouted up.
No, it's not. It's not from stress that I know of.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Neither.
He's like, dang it.
That's a great patch there.
Yeah.
There was a basketball player who had a crazy one. Rasheed Wallace, someone told me.
In my beard too when I grow my beard out.
You're going Pistons.
Yeah, is that the guy's name? Is it? Well, the other day I was trying to guess, and someone put his name on there, Rasheed Wallace.
Rasheed Wallace. I mean, he played for the Pistons during their awesome run. They're going to work Pistons.
And did he have a gray patch?
Not that I can remember. He always had a headband.
Did Darren Fisher have a gray patch?
Derek Fisher? One of you like bald?
No, not Derek Fisher. Who's the guy? Lauren Fisher's brother.
Oh,
Garrett.
Garrett.
Yeah. Garrett. Did he have a gray patch?
Garrett had great hair.
Yeah, he had beautiful hair.
Yeah, I mean, Angelo has beautiful hair. I have beautiful hair. They can be beautiful and not have a gray patch.
Like gelled, and he would like do a bunch of thrusters, and not a hair would be out of place.
Yeah. No, it was almost like it was a concrete mold.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. I'm glad that we settled that.
How is it when there's people who, like Angelo, who are close to Rich? I get the impression that they're close, but Angelo doesn't make it on the team with Rich. Is there weird tension there?
Angelo has a full-time job.
Yeah, no.
So, I mean,
I think if it was someone else, there might be some tension, but I know where my
what do you mean? You mean like if someone else like if Darren wanted to be on the team and Samuel booted him off, Darren and Rich would fight?
If I had, I'd say if I had had a big ego about it and I thought I was hot
fitter
shit, fitter than I really am. Like I know where my level is, and I know that Sam is a better athlete than me. And
Sam is very fit.
Yeah,
I know Sam's fit. But couldn't you say you could go in your head, well, Sam's super fit, Rich, but we can still win it with me?
I know I
You're just
want
gonna
them to
have
have
to do
the
more work.
best chance possible. I don't want them to. I wouldn't want him to do something for me. And
I mean, you also
feel
look
like-
at it from like a coach's like standpoint of like sports in general. It's like you put the best players in.
Yeah.
You know, do you want to just get by and barely win,
Yeah,
or do you want to actually have a safe? And I'm not saying
Yeah.
that Sam, you know, is a
No,
safe hold till I
yeah.
mean, like compared to Angelo, because Angelo would, you know, is good too. But you know,
Wait a second. You're saying you put the best guys in?
write that down.
I thought you looked at skin color, sexual orientation.
We usually do.
and who their parents are. This is so weird to
Yeah, I
me.
would say genetic decoding.
Well, yeah, you start there.
Aren't you
start
afraid
there.
of getting canceled by putting the best people in?
Never.
No.
Okay.
In Dryden, we don't cancel.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
People to
yeah.
cancel you.
It's where
Yeah, I was
cancel
gonna say,
motherfuckers
yeah.
go to die.
Yeah, population goes from 5 to 4 if we do so.
we need
Yeah,
we need it so there's less incest.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, we need you. Yeah, we need you.
If you had COVID, would you still get on the plane and fly?
If I had COVID, still get on a plane and fly.
Well, do I know I have COVID?
Yeah.
Do I feel like I have COVID?
Did I? Yeah, I would say there's a lot of variables here because
Yeah.
did I give myself the test or did somebody shove a swab up my nose and?
Good. Those are all great answers. I like it. Because I will get on. I don't give a fuck.
But you said you don't fly.
Yeah.
But no, I'm just saying, like in the past,
if
in my
he
whole
did?
life, like
Yeah,
if you were like, if I invited you over to my house and you're like, oh, my wife has COVID, I'd be like, I don't care. My wife has strep throat.
kiss
I'd be
me.
like, I don't care. I don't give a fuck about sickness.
He is down with the sickness.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I just don't do shit I don't intentionally do. I don't harm myself like with bad shit. You know what I mean? Like I don't snort cocaine on the weekends and smoke the
But your
jewel
friends do.
during the week. Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
I'm just not a dumb shit, and so I'm not afraid of that shit. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah,
it's
no,
like
hey,
if you are in a wheelchair, you should not go down a steep flight of stairs.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you have a glass house, you shouldn't throw stones.
Right. If you're
Like-
beautiful and healthy like Angelo DiCicco, it's okay to walk downstairs and it's okay to
I would
to
children.
drink down the COVID.
Only if you're beautiful and
I
healthy.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I mean, fit and beautiful.
Yeah.
I went to that training where Garrett Fisher was with Rick Ross.
Ralph
Yeah.
Fit.
There's a YouTube video with you guys in it,
Yeah.
right? I've seen
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. I like completely forgot about that. Oh, there
He's
you
got a bag
go.
of weed.
Yeah,
God, I get stoned every time I touch that. I can't believe I ever smoked weed. What a mess. The loser I was. Wouldn't trade it for the world. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy.
Ross Fit.
Ross bit. I forgot about all that, man.
You still got your T-shirt?
How long ago was that?
No, I wish I don't know. I wish I still had it. I don't know what happened to it. And you know what sucked too about the t-shirt? It was a little small, so I could only wear it when I felt really in shape, or else it kind of like stuck to my gut. And it just sucked.
It just
What size
Now-
was the shirt?
I don't know, medium. Or
yeah.
something.
I was gonna say, could you not ask for a bigger one?
No. It was
make
like
it
it was
a
just like
printed one?
I was just lucky Dave gave it to me. I was like
okay,
here, and I felt like the clouds part, and he's like, oh. It's like, oh, thank you. It was.
With Ross bit, we will take you to the top.
Do you have any shirts like you just don't like to wear a lot because you know that there's a limited number of wears you get on it?
I actually prefer a shirt that's been worn and washed like 100 times. Like I hate like new shirts.
Right.
I hate
Fair
the
enough.
stiffness. I hate the thickness. Yeah.
You hate the stiffness? Don't lie. That's not what I've
Yeah, I
heard.
was gonna say, hold on. Can we put a little
Stiffness and thickness.
asterisk on that or something? Yeah. BDE. I'm not down with the stiffness.
All right. I think I covered everything.
I think I covered everything. We started off with the deadlift P, and then it just jumped everywhere from it about dogs effing in the barn and
Fentanyl.
yeah, fentanyl. These are all good notes.
Very important.
Angelo, I want to thank you for Angelo, when did you know Darren was going to come on?
30 seconds before we walked in
Yeah,
here.
literally.
Oh, that's
walked in and said,
awesome.
We're doing a
Yeah,
podcast.
grabs another headset and we set him up.
What a great where are you guys?
We're in one of the conference rooms
Yeah.
in the back of Mayhem.
What's going on with the media there? Didn't you guys used to have like this you had this amazing like podcast room. Is it torn down?
Oh, they
it's
just
getting
expanded
used.
it,
Yeah, they're
yeah.
using it for something really I don't know. Stuff's been kind of repurposed. The rooms have been repurposed.
Yeah, I would say they're shifting around and stuff. And Rich's barn, the backside's getting set up for a full media room, and
Is that the only reason why I've been able to get Rich on so many times this last year? Is because his shit's all fucking in turmoil right now, and like in the rebuild. And like, soon as he got his own podcast room, he's gonna be like,
Just a way to this is his outlet to get what he wants out.
We had a back and forth after he came on the first show. I said, hey, I'm going to send you the money that we made from the show. And he's like, no. And I go, yeah. And we went back and forth until he's basically, he doesn't say fuck off, but he basically said, buy your kids something and say it's from my kids.
Crumbs.
I offered it to Angelo, and Angelo's like, yeah, send it ×2, asshole.
Yeah.
It's like, damn.
The entitlement.
Yeah.
Yes.
I want to see numbers. I want to make sure I'm getting my cut.
I want names.
It really is a treat for everyone to get to see Darren, by the way. This is the first time Darren's been on the show. It's crazy because someone had just DM'd me today saying, when are you going to have Darren on?
It's crazy how that happens. He makes me feel good.
And it's the truth. And Angelo's turned into a great asset and a spy for the show. To let us know what's going on in the Mayhem Empire. I love it. That nothing excites me more than on a show when
this week at Mayhem I saw
our new segment.
Angelo Cam.
Dude, that needs to be a shirt.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we'll be in touch. Kick ass.